We will have an intermission after Act 3, Scene 2. 5 minutes into intermission, which will be 10 minutes long total. We're going to have a fire performance on stage, so don't go far, stretch your legs, maybe use that restroom, and then come back because that will be a nice break and a wonderful performance from Sherry, who is also helping us with tech and a servant tonight. So, servant as in Shakespeare, playing a role, not like we're ordering her around. So, have a wonderful night and enjoy the show.
A kingdom for a stage, players to act, and hipsters to enjoy the swelling scene. We are but mortals, so pardon, gentles all, the flat, unraised spirits that have dared on this unworthy scaffold to bring forth so great an object. Friends, take heed, we may butcher this. In Britain, an old king relinquishes his crown, dividing his land amongst 3 daughters. The eldest wed to Albany and Cornwall, whilst France and Burgundy young Cordelia court. This is our scene, this humble stage our court. Come, as we jump o'er time and begin. All we ask is your humble patience pray, gently to hear, kindly to judge our play.
More effective than the Duke of Albany than Cornwall.
It did always seem as so, but now, in the division of the kingdom, it appears not which of the dukes he values most.
Oh. Is not this your son, my lord?
Well, his breeding hath been of my charge, sir, but so often I have been blushed to acknowledge it that now I embrace to it.
I cannot conceive you?
But this young fellow's mother could, sir, whereupon she grew round womb. She did have a child in her cradle ere she had a husband for her bed. Do you smell a fault?
I cannot wish the fault undone, the issue of it being so proper.
But I can, sir. Let me tell you, I have a son some older by order of law, some years older than this, but no less dear on any account. Though this knave came something saucily into the world before he was sent for, there was good sport at his making. And ha! The horse-born son must be acknowledged. Do you know this noble gentleman, Edmund?
No, my lord.
Ah, my lord of Kent. Remember him hereafter as my noble friend.
My services to your lordship. I must suit and know you better. Sir, I shall study deserving.
The king is coming.
Attend my daughter's suitors, the kings of France and Burgundy.
I shall, my liege.
Meantime, we shall express our darker purpose. Give me the map there. Know that we have divided in 3 our kingdom, and is our fast intent to shake all cares and business of our age, conferring them on younger strengths, while we, unburdened, crawl towards death. We have this hour will to publish our several daughters' dowers, so that future strife may be avoided now. In France and Burgundy, great rivals in our youngest daughter's love are here to be answered. So tell me, my daughters, for your fortunes, which of you shall we say love us most? Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than words can wield the matter. Dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty. Beyond what can be valued, rich or rare, no less than life of grace, health, beauty, honor, as much as a child e'er loved or father found, a love that makes breath poor and speech unable. Beyond the matter of so much, I love you.
Of all these bounds, even from this line to this, we make thee lady in Albany's issue. And now, our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife of Cornwall, speak.
Good sir, I am made of the self-same metal that my sister is, and prize me at her worth. In my true heart I find she names my very deed of love, only she falls too short. I profess myself am enemy to all other joys, which the most precious square of sense possesses, and find I am alone felicitate in your dear highness's love.
To thee and thine hereditary ever remain this ample fair third of our kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred on Goneril. And now, our joy, although the last, not least, what can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters?
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, nor more nor less.
Mend your speech a little, Cordelia, lest it may mar your fortunes.
Good, my lord. You have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as a right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Why have my sisters husbands if they say they love you all? Happily when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my flight shall carry half my love with him, half my care and duty. Sure, I shall never marry like my sisters, to love my father all.
But goes thy heart with this?
Aye, my good lord.
So young and so untender?
So young, my lord, and true.
Thy truth then be thy dower. Here we disclaim all parental care and property of blood.
Good, my liege.
Peace, Kent. Come not between the dragon and his wrath. We loved her most and thought to rest our head on her kind nursery. Avoid my sight. Call France. Who stirs? Call Burgundy. Cornwall. Albany. With my two daughters' dowers, digest this third. Let pride, which she calls plainliness, marry her. Ourself, by monthly course, with a reservation of 100 knights, will make turns with my other two daughters. We shall still retain the name and all the additions to a king, but the sway, revenue, and execution of the rest, beloved children, be thine.
Royal Lear, ever have I honored you as my king, loved you as my father. But beat Kent unmannerly when Lear is mad. What wilt thou do, old man? Thinkst thou that duty will have dread to speak, when power to flattery bows, when majesty stoops to folly? See better, and in thy best consideration, reverse this hideous rashness. Thy youngest does not love thee least.
Kent, on thy life, no more.
My lord,
out of my sight.
Think better, Lear, let me still remain.
Now by Apollo.
Now by Apollo, king, thou swearest thy gods in vain.
Vassal, miscreant.
Do! Kill thy physician, but first revoke thy doom. Or whilst I can still bend clamor from my throat, I'll tell thee, thou dost evil.
Kent, on thy allegiance, hear me. Since you have sought to come between my sentence and my power, take thy reward. 5 days we do allot thee to shelter thee from the diseases of the world, and on the 6th to turn thy hatred back upon the kingdom. If on the 10th day following thy banished trunk be found in our dominions, thy moment is thy death. By Jupiter, this shall not be revoked.
A heavy sentence, my most sovereign liege, and most unlooked for from his highness' mouth. The words I've learned these 40 years must I now forego. My tongue's used to me is no more than an unstringed harp or viol. And yet I fare thee well, my royal king. As it doth appear that freedom lives hence and banishment is here. Thus, O friends, O can't I bid you all adieu. He'll shape his old course in a country new.
Here's France and Burgundy, my noble lord.
My lords, what to the least will you require in dowry for my daughter, or cease your quest for love?
My most royal majesty, I crave only what your highness offered.
Right, noble Burgundy. When she was dear to us, we did hold her so. But now her price has fallen. There she stands, unfriended and new adopted to our hate. Take her or leave her.
This is most strange. That she, that even but now, but was your best, most dearest, should in this trice of time commit a thing so monstrous as to get rid of so many folds of folly. I beseech your majesty that you make known that it is no vicious blot, murder, or foulness, no unchaste action or dishonored step that hath deprived me of your grace and favor. But even for want of that, for which I am richer, such a tongue as my sister's, I am glad I have not. Though not to have it hath lost me in your liking.
Better thou'st have not been born than not to have pleased me better.
My royal Burgundy, what say you to the lady? She is herself a dowry.
Royal Lear, if you grant that poison which you yourself offered, I shall take Cordelia's hand as royal queen of Burgundy.
Nothing! I have sworn, I am firm.
Sorry then, you have so lost a father, you must now lose a husband.
Peace be with Burgundy. Since respects of fortune are his love, I shall not be his wife. My fairest Cordelia. Thou is ever rich being poor. Gods, 'tis strange that from a coldest neglect my love should kindle to inflamed respect. She will be queen of us ours and our fair France.
Thou'st hast her, friends. Let her be thine, for we have no such daughter. Therefore be gone, without our grace, our land, or our love.
My sister, well may you prosper. Come, my fair Cordelia.
Sister, I think our father will hence tonight.
That's most certain. And with you. Next month with us.
You see how full of changes age is? He always loved our sister most, and with what poor judgment he hath now cast her off, it appears too grossly.
'Tis the infirmity of his age.
Pray you, let's hit together. If our father carries authority with such a disposition as he now bears, this surrender of his will but offend us. We must do something.
Aye, and in the heat.